All right, what the hell's going on, people? This is the Lone Wolf Life. Just now, really waking up. And just now, gonna go ahead and just. Well, first I would have got myself together. Wake up for a little bit. Then I'm gonna bring y'all maybe just a quick tad strip of the news, a little bit of news up here for this weekend. Let's start up here with news pertaining to this event that I'm going to do in just a sec, which is Bellator 73. And the former what this has to do with the former light heavyweight champion Liam Bergeri, who is just 48 hours who just picked up a new opponent, or shall I say, just picked up a new opponent after just 48 hours. His original opponent, Chris Fields, had to drop out of the fight. And he was replaced by Vladimir Flipovich. If I didn't know it, man, it sounds like this guy might be. I was gonna say he was related to Miracle Crocott, since he shares the last name. They kind of both share last names, but I don't think they're really related. And not to mention, I should say he got two opponents in place. This Vladimir Flipovich, he was supposed to replace him. After, for some unknown reason, why Chris Rios dropped out. And not to mention, Vladimir, he kind of dropped out himself due to visa issues. So it will be Brent McDermott. They will be taking both Fields and Flipovich's place. Yeah. He's actually going to take their place. It will be facing McGarry off for the main event now. Fuck. It's kind of early one time to wake up on now. Alright, shit. Sorry for that. And with further news, we got the USADA commission over here. USADA has actually granted Chris Cyborg a retro TUE exemption after medical clearance Cyborg, and really kind of dissolved the whole tested positive over like way back. Should I say way back a couple months ago? Oh yeah, that's about a good couple months ago that when Cyborg got cold. But now since still on him. Yeah, he gave me I should say they gave her a freaking exemption to take 2UE. Or should I say giving her a medical exemption after going through further tests over here and after disclosing December sample collection. Yeah, it's basically said we're here with this. That she was granted the TUE exemption after further review here, the further examine on here, and resolved her from the drug test completely. So what that basically means is Cyborg's gonna be coming back really soon. It should be already, for one thing, she should be coming back and healing from injuries on there and her sickness, because she was really ill on there. Really, in fact, too ill to go up there and try to fight for the 145-pound title at was supposedly for her 208. But with that being said, she's back now. Should be known. Should mean I should say should be no amount. Should be no matter of time before Cyborg comes back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting sluggish. Kind of sorry for this. Maybe I should have went off and maybe straight news earlier. I wanted to get some sleep. Let's see, with that being said, though, I don't feel like I had no sleep. Right. You got some nice, I was trying to say some nice recent people are suspended off. Well, I was trying to say no, because suspensions off of Bellator 72, which includes Josh Contact. Yeah, which includes both of Josh's, Josh Thompson and Josh Garcia, have been extended stays. Or should I say extended suspensions. Like you say here for Josh Thompson, he's be ordered to take the next 180 days off. I mean, this is, this ain't the only person over here that's going to take off the next 180 days. As Josh Tosh is also joined by like James Terry, Brooke Mayo, Cesar Gonzalez, Abraham Vasquez, and Anthony Doohan. That's all those fighters will take 180 days off. You also have several fighters that are going to get the minimum 7-day mandatory rest, which includes Patricky Friday, Chicago, Nicola Jackson, Juan Carderas, Bobby Escalade, Jeremy Murphy, JJ Olenek, Zach Andrews, Justin Tenor, McCrell, Reyes, Gaston Bolanos, and Mauricio Alfonso. Yeah, it should be all suspension there. This should be all the medical suspensions with Bellator. Yeah. If it sounds like a bored, I'm not very bored and just sleep. Yeah. Shows. And speaking of 172, let's go ahead and get to the payouts. Yeah. Oh crap. Oh man. Yeah. Sorry for the yawn again. So as I was saying, I was going to get to the payouts for Bellator 172. With the highest earner being Patricky Pitbull Fraley, who gets 8,000 total, which includes a 40,000 win bonus. That's followed by Chet Congo, who gets a whopping $75,000 with no win bonus. And third is so in place of people, Oli Thompson. I mean, not Oli Thompson, he's actually fourth right behind Koscheck, who also just snatched at 75,000. And doing well behind this Oli Thompson with a $25,000. Should I say $25,000 show fight money? All these Jones are killing me. uh, they got report of actually the kind of single report out here from the former UFC fighter Terry Ether. He's been he's been hospitalized after running in and out of traffic in the Old Swan area of Liverpool. This is according from the Liverpool Echo. It says that Adams reportedly threw himself against as many as 4 vehicles on the East Prescott Road, which includes a single decker stagecoach and a rival Vizio. And it says that all but one of the vehicles were believed to be stationary at the time. Well, Etten was eventually restrained by police and taken to a hospital with a serious condition. A serious ill condition. They said witnesses saw Adam covered in blood running through traffic and throwing himself into the windshield of vehicles after 2 p.m. local time. This is just kind of reading this news fucking weird because I'm just thinking about Secretary Adam, what the hell are you really doing? Why are you throwing yourself up against the damn running vehicles and steel vehicles? Yeah, this sounds like one of blackout stories where someone ends up drawing out, maybe getting overdrawn on some kind of drug, maybe methamphetamines, maybe cocaine. That's what that sounds like to me. Sounds like this guy fucking snuffed up on the wrong stuff, started going crazy. And shame too to tell you Hilton was he was an IAUC standout. Well, it was somewhat RA standout. He went 6-5 through this UFC stand. Stayed over there for a long while though, from 2007 on to 2013. Mm. This is kind of one of those sad cases where you look at it, hell, I'm a sad case of what the hell you doing. Mm. We got looks like another bit of side bit news from here about another UFC fighter, Alexa Davis. She's officially set to fight the Invicta veteran Cindy Dados. Dados. Those two fights are set to meet at UFC Fight Night 108 in Nashville. Right. So looks like that might be not exactly it, man. A little bit. I guess it's a little bit nothing, so we could. Next thing report on is we have JDS and Fabricio Verdun. They're on the same card, but yet not fighting each other. As we know, JDS he's facing Stipe for the title at the UFC 211. Verdun, if I'm correct, should be facing Ben Rothwell at the same said event. Yet they're over here popping shots off and dissing each other. Man, I hate this damn phone at times. Uh, as I was saying, the two lads over here trading shots with each other. As JDS himself, he was very confused about the whole situation because he thought he was going to fight me, as he said, but he didn't. But now he doesn't know. That's just him. At the time he didn't know, but now he just don't think so. He just thinks he's flat out running away from him. I feel like there's some truth to that, and what JD is talking about. Even from JDS's point, he just rejected the firm on 3 different occasions. On 3 different occasions, he said no. As Fabricio, I shall say on Fabricio's side, he's much more erratic. Well, shall I say much more angry and much more, maybe not excited, but somewhat the opposite excited, but really frustrated that JDS is fighting for the title. And that he has to fight Ben Bravo. Something a nice fight for you. Yeah. I mean, I will say for the latter, it's kind of what you get over here for rejecting the fight the guy 30 times. And not to mention, with Risa, he was lying about pay-per-view points, so I missed the JDS fight, which is a little odd. I think with that being said, I think this probably will be just about all the news from the week, Just about. And so I said we got the Russian heavyweight Vitaly Minakov, who's having some contract situations with Bellator. In this contract situation, he still considers himself the heavyweight champion of the world. Oh man, I do know one thing. I'm wondering why Vitaly Minakov was stripped of the heavyweight title in Bellator. Spencer admits him last year. I guess it might have been that just because they had contract disputes. Even though I feel like there has to be more so than that. Now, to mention for the lad, Minakov, who we hadn't seen fought since probably the midst of early 2016. And we definitely haven't seen him fought since Scott Coker. Not Scott Coker. We haven't seen him fought since Bill Renton was still leading Bellator, still managing Bellator. At least you're sensitive here, though. It looks like they're maybe about, well, not exactly said, but they're working on a new contract. Probably has to put it at that. Even though overall with Minakov over here, he doesn't seem too pleased with the whole situation. And he shouldn't be, Right now, for one thing, you get stripped of the belt, and they don't really give you no true reason as to why they're stripping you of the belt. And then from there, we haven't seen him fought since then. I mean, I will say for Vitaly, though, he's kept himself busy just fighting at this, or shall I say, fighting at some local Russian MMA promotions over there. We're still waiting, still someone waiting on that call for Bellator to give to him. At least anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the second part of the show. The predictions over here for the McGeary versus now McDermott card at 173, Bellator 173. We start with the first fight tonight, which is going to be Colin Fletcher with a 13-7 record going up against Alex Lahore, who has a 10-1 record. This fight be set up in the welterweight division. And just kind of looking from, said what the numbers over here. I think I might go with Alex Allure. Seems to be someone to repress the striking, right? It seems to be both a striking fight. I might have sent someone with Alex. The next fight from there will be women's bout. And the women's bout is going to be set in the featherweight division, where we have Sinead Calaveri, the young Irish fighter who's 4-0 to start off her career. She's going to be going against Ione Racifioso. Yeah, Ione Racifioso. Got the French lad over here is 1-1 in MMA competition. Looks like she's more of a pick'em fight than what you would think, since from the looks of it, both these cats over here starting off. So I have to really tune in. I think if I had to pick on it, I think I might go with the Irish lad over in Sinat to win. Now we got the co-main event of the evening. And yes, this is a every co-main event of the evening. This time for the men's featherweight. Especially about in the men's featherweight division. As the undefeated James Gallagher. Who's another Irish lad who's over there fighting on so far. He's going up against Kihara Manadolski. Well, the lad from Israel here is 7-3. Hey, with that, someone's some impressive photos. And my nose. Someone repressing the lad up here. That's pretty much I should say. I think I might go with Gallagher, though. Even though even though Matt, yeah, I shall say the Israel lad Krill. Just going with the Krill. I bet the Israel lad Krill's going to say he has the more fighting experience. So, yeah, probably slight, though. But I still have Gallagher win. It seems like he's more of an explosive guy. I know, but the main event of the evening, the new main event of the evening has the newcomer Brett McDermott, who has announced probably going to come in on 2, maybe 3 days' notice to fight Liam McGeary. We got McDermott over here 7-4. McGeary's 11-1 with the long loss coming to Phil Davis. should I say, the recent long loss coming Phil Davis. Actually, just hold the title for a short minute. I think it's pretty obvious that everything seems set up here for Bagiri to win. And I think it might be even more so for Bagiri to win even before Bellator came on this new opponent. These Johns. Oh, hell.
Hey, kiddo.
Yeah.
When you get ready to leave,
Yeah.
take the trip.
Love being interrupted. Lovely how I was just interrupted there. Damn it. Okay. This just kind of came through on my freaking footstep. Probably more of a nothing bit, shall say, nothing news bit. We got a new fight, or shall I say, a new fight added on to UFC 210. Since we're going to have New York native newcomer Greg Gillespie is going to go up against Andrew Hollenberg. That's why we set up for one of the prelim cards. I probably expected to be on the Fight Pass prelim, probably one of the early fights I'm going. As we know here, you'll see 210 is going to be headlined by the rematch today, Cormier going against Anthony Johnson. Luis Gillespie is not akin to the Octagon since he's met up before. After I just came in, everything just got fucked up. But as I was saying about the lad Gillespie, this is not, or should I say, Greg Gillespie. So this is not Greg Gillespie's first hurrah. He made his Octagon debut at UFC Fight Night 95 when he took a unanimous decision victory over Gael Francisco over in September 24. However, now a stranger to the UFC himself, he's been victorious in two of his first UFC bouts. And with the most recent bout being a victory against prospect Jay McAfee at UFC Fight Night 101. And he got Hollenberg is 12-1. And Greg Gillespie's undefeated so far is going to be 8-0. All right. Yeah. And well, you know, a finny fell in the comment and pop out of nowhere. If you got better prediction, why don't you come on here, Big John? You know, I want to pull a Seansby. I do want you to tell me why I want to pull a Seansby. And why I'm sitting over here wanting me to pull Seansby. Now you tell me I sound worse than Alex Mumble. Oh, really? That sound that bad, huh? Oh, Big John, man. You can't come through the freaking impeccable timing. Impeccable timing is something about to end the show. What the hell? Want to join on in? Ah, fuck. Well, probably one more news bit. We got the defeated and no longer Queen of Octagon, Ronda Rousey. She's popping back and making an appearance. Damn it. As I was saying before, I coughed over here. Oh, look at it. We got a special guest, Big John, in the house. And so, I'll say, hello. You there? You pop through the skills, you pop out of nowhere. Okay. You're trying to say something now. They cut off the echo. Well, I'll help you out with that. How about this? Damn it, as I was saying, Rousey is set to make a guest role in the blind spot. NBC. And I think from Luke said there ain't gonna be much of shit else to pop on for that, man. And I think Stein is going on a kind of small hiatus over here. Not sea level Stein. That's kind of a nice thing there. Not sea level Stein. I do say though, it's rather strange that we haven't seen this Stein over here probably since Monday. And we had that main event stream go down. Oh boy. I say I would say yeah. I would say he got somewhat more of a strikeout. Well, bitch, I don't know what the hell happened to you. You popped on and I tried to speak to you. And you didn't really say much of shit. And I didn't kick you out. I only muted you because you wouldn't say nothing and you had an echo going through. And the rest of it, you must have done to yourself. You should not pop up on here anymore. How you gonna tell me you were speaking to me? I did not hear you. Yeah, that's funny. I can say the same thing towards you, Big John. I was speaking towards you clearly, and you weren't replying at all. And not to bet you had some kind of echo going through on your side too. And the echo was just the main reason why I just muted you. You know, that's all I did. And now it's fucking we got this fucking really Big John over here doing the eggplant emoji. Alright. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. Just on the go through the predictions. I only did the main card because there's not much to share on this card. It seems to be a one fight card over here. And that's about all the news and scale though for the week too. Because everything else is about set. GSP, he's about set to fight Bisman. That's what the UFC is looking like they're going with it with GSP moving up to middleweight to fight Bisman for the middleweight title. But he still got Conor Floyd up here agreeing on negotiations, but steadily waiting on the UFC to make their move and make their agreement. I would honestly say the Conor and Floyd fight is almost set. It definitely almost set to be a boxing match. It's just the UFC is just kind of holding up things on there. And with that being said, this is Lone Wolf signing off for a short stream. I don't even feel like a man here that long. No. Anyway, I should be coming through somehow with a hell. You know, honestly though, I'm probably gonna have Stein go through the Bellator card. Probably gonna see the Bellator card on Stein's channel, especially with the Bellator event coming on Friday. I gotta work that Friday. Ain't that a bitch? Until then, this is Lone Wolf signing out. I hope y'all have a good life to live as I sit here and try to commit suicide. See ya.